She watches your every story. She sees your posts. She even comes online when you are active. But she still doesn't text you. And now you are confused. Does she like me or not? Today, I will explain the real psychology behind this behavior, and most men completely misunderstand it. Because what you are seeing is not simple behavior, it is layered human psychology. And once you understand it, you will stop overthinking women forever. First thing you must understand is this: human attraction is not direct. It is not always yes or no. It is often somewhere in between. When she watches your story but doesn't text you, your brain immediately assumes rejection. But that assumption is too simple, because attention does not always mean communication. Sometimes attention means observation, and observation is actually the first stage of interest. Now let's go deeper. There are different levels of attraction. First is awareness, then curiosity, then emotional interest, then action. Most women stay in the first 3 stages for a long time, and this is where confusion starts. She is watching you, but she is not acting yet. Now, why does this happen? First reason is uncertainty. She is not fully sure about your feelings. She is asking herself, does he like me, or am I imagining it? So instead of risking rejection, she stays silent. She observes you quietly. Your behavior, your consistency, your energy, everything becomes data in her mind. Second reason is emotional protection. If she texts first, she exposes herself emotionally, and emotional exposure creates vulnerability. So she avoids that risk, not because she is not interested, but because she is not fully safe yet emotionally. Third reason is control. When she watches silently, she stays in control of the situation. She is not chasing, she is not exposed, she is not emotionally at risk. Humans naturally prefer control over uncertainty. Fourth reason is testing. She is not testing you in a manipulative way. It is subconscious psychology. She wants to see your reaction. Will you panic? Will you chase? Or will you stay calm and stable? And this is where most men fail, because instead of staying calm, they react emotionally. They overthink everything. They assume rejection, and then they start chasing. Double texts, multiple messages, emotional pressure, and slowly attraction disappears. Because attraction cannot survive pressure, it only survives space. Now let's go deeper. When she watches your story repeatedly, this is not random behavior. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates comfort, and comfort slowly builds emotional attachment. But attachment does not always lead to action, because action requires readiness. Now think logically. If she had 0 interest, she would not even watch your story. She would ignore everything completely. No views, no presence, no interaction. But she is still there. That means your presence exists in her mind. Now another layer. Sometimes she watches your story immediately after you posted. That is curiosity. And curiosity is the first emotional trigger of attraction. When someone becomes curious about you, you enter their emotional awareness system. Now let's go deeper psychologically. Women do not always express attraction directly. They express it indirectly, through behavior patterns: watching, observing, delaying, returning, rechecking. These are emotional signals, but signals without confirmation. Now, inside her mind, there is conflict. One part is interested, another part is cautious. So she stays in between, not moving forward, not moving away. This is emotional limbo. And in this state, behavior becomes inconsistent. One day she watches immediately, another day she ignores, another day she returns again. And this confuses men. Now, here is the biggest mistake. Men interpret confusion as rejection, and then they react emotionally. They chase, they text more, they lose control, and that destroys attraction instantly, because attraction requires emotional mystery. Now let's go even deeper. When she watches your story multiple times in a day, this is emotional revisit. It means you are occupying mental space. She is thinking about you unconsciously, but still not acting, because emotional readiness is missing. Now what should you do? You stay calm. You do not chase. You do not panic. You do not assume rejection. You maintain emotional control, because control creates curiosity, and curiosity creates attraction. Now understand this deeply. If she is watching your story, you are already inside her awareness. The question is not whether she is interested. The question is whether you will ruin it by reacting emotionally. Now, another important truth. Silence is not rejection. Silence is processing, and people process emotions in layers, not instantly. So next time she watches your story but doesn't text, don't overthink it. Don't assume rejection. Just understand psychology. Because the man who understands silence always has the advantage.